Alright guys, and welcome to another video. Today we're doing a bit of a Wrath of the Lich King quest preparation guide for those of you who want to get ahead of everyone in the leveling process. If you do absolutely everything in this guide, you can gain a total of 1.7 million experience before you even touch Northrend content. To put in perspective, it requires 1.2 million to get to level 71, so this will get you 1.25 of a level into level 71. Level 69 to level 70 was actually 779,000 experience points, so as you can imagine, Wrath of the Lich King leveling is pretty brutal. But getting 1.7 million experience for literally flying around turning in quests in Outland is definitely worth it if you're trying to get a head start. If you're efficient with the route, it should only take about an hour, so an hour for 1.7 million experience is definitely worth it in my opinion. I bet other World First Speed levelers and the World First Nax Clear Guild will be doing this. There are varying levels of how much you can try hard this method. For instance, if you have the Neverwing dailies unlocked, you can get some extra XP, but I wouldn't bother doing it unless you already have them unlocked. Plus, getting Violet Eye and Sands of Time reps to Exalted for the ring turn-ins will get you an extra 100k XP, but those aren't absolutely essential, because obviously they take quite a while. This method is best done on a fresh character, so maybe the character you will use the level 70 boost on in the pre-patch, because obviously you may have completed some of the quests on the list while leveling your main. But at least if you're leveling your main for Wrath now, you can avoid these quests and save them for later. But guys, if you're also looking to make some serious gold before Wrath launches, and also when Wrath does launch, the legends over at Wristed XP have made a seriously powerful gold making website called the Wristed XP Gold Assistant. What you do is you import your character, what level it is, what spec it is, what professions you have, everything like that, and it's automatically going to tell you what are the best ways to farm gold on your server, because it's constantly scanning the world and constantly scanning auction house data. For instance, I'm a warlock, got no professions, I'm a warlock because I'm lazy. It's telling me to farm arcane tomes for 283 gold per hour, or maybe fell elements for a little less competition. I'm a paladin, it's telling me to farm low Blackrock Spire right now because the disenchanting value of everything is really high on the auction house. And I'm a rogue, it's telling me that I can do some stealth farms. It also tells you how you can make gold basically AFK at the auction house by buying stuff off the auction house and reselling it. Like for instance this Field Rep Hairbot, I can buy all the mats and then sell it for a massive profit. And in the future guys, they're going to have great profession guides, you know, how to level your professions from the auction house as cheap as possible. And they also have premium videos and a lot of nifty secret tips on how to do some great auction house flipping in Wrath of the Lich King and before Wrath of the Lich King. So if you want to check it out guys, check the description down below, it massively supports the channel. In fact, it is the best way that you can support this channel. But anyway, let's move on to the video. So guys, this video is going to be separated into 5 sections. So first of all, we're going to look at the big boy quests, the quests that give the chunkiest amount of XP that we want in our quest log before Wrath launches. Then we have reputation quests. A lot of the reputation quests in this game, you can actually have the items in your bag, but not actually have the quest accepted. So even though you've got 25 quests ready to go, you can get ready to turn in extra quests with some simple reputation items. We've also got other pre-item quests that are attached to a reputation, but you can still get a certain amount of items in your bags to turn in, so you accept the quest and then immediately turn it in. There's also a lot of items that start quests in TBC, so you loot it off a mob, it starts a quest, so you can have that in your bag ready for when Wrath launches, and sometimes it will chain into another quest that you can do very, very quickly for a lot of XP. And lastly, at the end, we'll go through the actual route of turning in these quests. So guys, let's talk about the chunky boy quests. One of the biggest ones you can get is the You Robot quest. The reason why this is so big is because you complete the quest, you get 12,000 experience points when you complete it, but then it tells you to just go and talk to someone back in Area 52 for an extra 18,450 experience, so this is a double popper. We've also got pretty much all of the dungeon quests that you can complete, from Magister's Terrace all the way to Hellfire Ramparts. These quests normally give 20 to 25,000 experience points. So for instance, like the quest Hard to Kill that unlocks Heroic Mode Magister's Terrace, you want to complete that but not turn it in. Obviously if you don't want to get heroic loot from Magister's Terrace anyway. Then another cheeky example would be the Karazhan achievement when you go and get the 2nd and 3rd key fragments. You can have this one ready to turn in, you don't have to do the entire quest line, all you have to do is do Steamvault and Alcatraz, and then Bob's your uncle. And then there's really easy ones like Fell Embers, which you can just pick up from either Fralmar or Honorhold, do Shattered Halls once, and get that ready to turn in too. As a little side note, I'd recommend unlocking a Spore Guard reputation because first of all you get 2 more dungeon quests from the Spore Guard, and then there's some other quests that you can get ready to turn in too. Then we have reputation quests, so first of all I want to mention how if you get, Sands of Time and Violet Eye to Exalted, you can basically go to the guy who gives you the rings and turn in the 4 quests to give you the 4 levels of different rings that you can get, and each time it will give you 50,000 XP, so that's a total of 100,000 XP. But obviously, if you're getting a fresh character in a pre-patch, you may not be able to get Exalted in time, but nonetheless it may be worth doing, getting as much reputation as you can to get like a couple turn-ins here. Then we have the very simple reputation quests, like turning in reputation for the Aldor of the Scryers, getting 10 Sun Fury Signets, or Marks of Sargeras. If you have them ready to pop, don't turn it in before Wrath, wait for Wrath to launch, then turn it in, and you will get XP for them. Another really, really big quest that gives 22,000 XP is Bring Me a Shrubbery quest. This is a Spore Guard quest, so you have to unlock that reputation, but all it requires is Sanguine Hibiscus, if I've pronounced that correctly, which you can just buy really cheaply off the auction house. And if you have Neverwing rep unlocked, obviously you can get the Neverwing eggs, without actually being on the quest to get Neverwing eggs, and that'll get you a cheeky 15k XP. There's also other quests where you can get the items before you accept the quest. For instance, Dreadfang Venom Sacks, a very easy quest that you can do in Shattrath City, and you can even buy those off the auction house. You've also got the Oshigun Crystal Powder, you can turn that in for a quick quest, 11,000 XP. And there's this other one, a Heap of Ethereals. This is actually a bind on pickup item, so you can't buy this from the auction house, but with Axis Insignias you can loot these without being on the quest, so you can get them saved up and then turn in the quest when Wrath launches. And then we have a lot of items that start quests from clicking them in your bag. First of all, obviously we have the big ones that you get from raids. So, Undercover Sister from Zulla Man, Maggie Head, Verdant Sphere, everything like that. If you have the time to do that, then go ahead and smash it. These will pop for 19k experience on turn-in. The biggest one though nearly rewards you 40,000 experience points, and it's the quest Orders from Lady Vash. You very easily get this in the Steamvaults run. You click it, it will start a quest, but then it chains into a quest for the Coilfang Armaments. Get that one turned in, and it's an extra easy 25,000 experience points for very simply having already a Coilfang Armament in your bag. We also have the Primed Key Mold, so you can have this in your bag before Wrath launches. Very quickly turns into a quest called Entry to the Citadel, and then eventually you got to do Dumfries' request. If you just have already the Fell Iron Bars, the Arcane Dust and the Motes of Fire in your bag, you can turn that in for another 12,000 XP, and eventually it will tell you to go and kill a Fell Reaver, which you can probably do pretty quickly, for a total of nearly 50,000 experience points for this one. And it will only take you like a few minutes, because you can pre-prepare those items. So guys, we're going to leave some Wowhead links in the description down below so you can find all these big chunky dungeon quests and all the items that start quests. But for members of the channel, I will give you the Google Drive document that I used to make this video, as you can see here, with all the quests in order, and it'll also have the route on it too. You will find a link to it on one of my community posts. So guys, this is the route that you can take. It starts in the quest hub just east of Stormspire, and will take you all the way around, eventually back to Shattrath City. As you can see, the purple dots are for the Horde specific quests, and then the green ones are for the Alliance specific ones. And obviously, if you have the epic flying mount, then this route will go down much faster. And if you haven't already done Ring of Blood, you may as well smash that, because that's 85,000 experience points for not very little time at all. And then also, if you've got the Zulla Man quest item to turn in, you can go there, but obviously that's going to take quite a lot of time, to the point where I'm thinking it's probably not worth it unless you're a mage, where you can actually start the route there, port to Shattrath, and then do this route in a different order. And then obviously the same goes for Caverns of Time. You can teleport to Caverns of Time from Shattrath, but I wouldn't really do it unless you can get back quickly. Because you got to remember, a single quest on Wrath of the Lich King will reward 20,000 experience points, so then you got to justify, is it going to be worth taking the route to go and turn in one quest when I could just jump into Northrend and give that one a skip? But again, I was just trying to give you the most optimal amount of experience points you can get before you can actually jump into Northrend. Just remember that along the way, obviously you're going to have to click the items in your bag if you've picked up all of the quest on click items. An example of this is you're going to have to turn in a quest first at Area 52, like the U Robot quest, and then jump up here to go and turn in the Vile Ooze quest, the one that where you have to just kill that corrosive horror dude. Because obviously you'll have 25 quests, and if you click the item you won't be able to accept the quest, so if you've done all of the prep, you probably have to adjust your route a little bit. But anyway guys, that's going to be the end of the video there. My name is MetaGoblin. To my next video, ciao.